going to enjoy this. I want you to do yourself a favor. Fuck your speech and get it over with. I'm done. Fine. No! You're being sloppy. You need to finish this now. Don't tell me what to do. I'll finish. Actually, I had a difficult time trying to figure out whether or not I should have this spoiler-free or spoiler, because there's so many things I want to discuss that, like this controversy revolve around that. I can't do that in a spoiler-free review. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have this review minor spoilers. So if you have beaten the game, this video is definitely for you. But if you haven't and you're not interested in the spoilers, then definitely sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think that through, because usually this is the part where I say that I have a spoiler-free review for a video, but I didn't do that. I just skipped the spoiler-free and went straight to spoilers. So, but I kind of left you hanging at that part. So Last of Us Part 2, you play as Ellie. You're on the revenge tale because Abby killed Joel. We have the game Last of Us 2. Before I dive deep into the story, I want to talk about the gameplay. This is an upgraded console. This game was released on the PS4, while the first game was released on PS3. The game has better mechanics when it comes to maneuvering, and it also has the best graphics that you can ever see. And the mechanics when you try to upgrade your weaponry, it is similar to the first game. There's not much that differentiates itself, but I would say there is a new element that you are able to prone in this game, where you be able to basically crawl on your all fours and just and crawl underneath surfaces, which I thought was pretty cool, because there's high grass in certain areas of the game where you can crawl in the grass and prone, like hide underneath the grass. You don't crouch, you just you crawl, and you be able to flank your opponents and come up behind them and slit their throats. It's pretty cool. So I did like the fact that there's a few new enemies in this game, a little bit challenging. I would say they added Shamblers, where basically these are like bloaters, but like the lesser version of bloaters, but yet these guys can explode when they die. So that's interesting. And also there's a new element. There's stalkers that are practically invisible to listen mode, and I'm just like, oh, this game is anxiety driven. This game definitely feels like they were trying new ways of trying to make this game feel different from the first game. I did like the new elements, and I did like the style of it. I like the graphics, the music from, I forgot the guy's name. In the arms of the angel. The guy who did the score. I had the name in my head. I was gonna say it right, but I butchered it. I did like the music in this game. The music was really riveting, heartbreaking. Now there are some parts of the game where I didn't really care for. There is a certain part of the gameplay, but I don't know if this is much of a flaw, because this is actually part of the game. You actually do it. You're supposed to scavenge. You're supposed to go look for trash and find weaponry and turn them into bombs and detonators, and shivs to kill clickers, whoever crosses your path. But there is an area in this game, I would say around the second act, where you play as Ellie and Dina. Well, not as Dina, but you play as Ellie, but you're with Dina, and you go to this highway. And basically in this highway, there is this huge area where you just basically go through shit. You go through building to building, pretty much scavenging for almost 2 hours, just to even get to the real part of the game. So it is frustrating right then and there. But I don't, like I said, I don't know if that's a flaw because scavenging is part of the game. But I feel like you did it a little bit too much in this game. And that kind of offsets itself because you need the scavenging to have good weaponry and good shit. So it's a catch-22 event. The kills is much brutal in this game, much more brutal, and I absolutely love it. All the blood and gushing. I love the sound effects of the blood gushing, when you slit their throats and they're all... Okay, I sound sadistic right now. Definitely have the feels and thrills of a true survival horror game, and also I did like the maneuver mechanics of it. It did remind me of Uncharted at times, but we go, that's a whole nother topic of discussion. Naughty Dog made Uncharted, so you know, I let that slide. This game was pretty damn cool. Now, as for the story and in the game, I actually liked the story. When I played it, after I played it a second time, I actually loved the story because of a certain aspect. It forces you to take another look at Ellie's character arc, and that what led to people not liking it. Now, that's where the game basically had all of its high hopes on that moment. That is at that theater when Ellie was confronted with Abby. That is the main pinnacle point where the game forces its audience to no! And that's the only thing the game got good going forward. And if you agree with it, you like the game, but if you don't agree with it, you won't really care for the game at all. And I feel like that could be the controversy right there. Subverting Expectations, I wouldn't say that. It's practically another character story from a different perspective. It brings you back into the same world of Ellie, but from a different lens. Like if I go to a supermarket and I accidentally step on a guy's foot, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to make sure that man's all right. But when I leave, you know, that man probably won't feel the same way. He probably sees me as a dick and he comes through my area and he punches me in the foot. From his eyes, I was a bad guy. So that it changes perspective of Ellie. It forces you to choose a character arc. You get an understanding from 2 points of views. There is actually times where I sympathize with Abby more than Ellie, and I'm just like, oh, why are you doing this to me? You are really ripping out my sides right now. This is pretty much during that second half of the game, guys. It's pretty much the game is torturing you from the inside out because it forces you to look at these people from a different lens. And you sort of feel for these people and you understand why they feel a certain way. And when two groups collide, it is not the fact that it's about good versus evil. This is all about ideologies and how people feel about one another and perspective. Yes, Joe died. I'm not going to say how Joe died. I'm not going to say how Joe died, but Joe died. It's not the fact he died, all right? We understand that Joe was going to die before the game was going to be released. It's about how he died that angered the fans, I felt. And when I first saw it, I felt like he should have died like more of a sacrifice, more of a hero sacrifice. I thought about something, okay. What about real life? I know y'all faces. I bet you're like, oh, look at this guy comparing real life to a game. Before y'all pencil pushers and Karens, I just want to say that in the game, Joel dies, but yet he's a human being. He's not supposed to die like a sacrificial way, or he's not. No, there's no particular way he should die. He could die from anything, from gruesome, no matter how gruesome it is, or how clean it is. The dude's dead. It doesn't need to be no emotional shit, like no send off, and he needs to die. Kobe Bryant was one of those real OGs. Kobe Bryant was supposed to grow up to be like the next OGs, like Bill Russell. But, unfortunately, he passed away. He wasn't expected to die like this. No. That's the real, and after his death, we had to take another look at our lives and be like, okay, well, don't take life for granted. You can die anyway. As for Joe's sense, I understand he died, and I understand the way he died. It makes clear sense because it's life. Life holds no boundaries. You can die at any moment, and that's the God-on truth in that. I am not saying none of the dark element is bad. I would have preferred it if it had more of a lighter touch to some of its tone. Like, you kill dogs, man. You kill dogs in this game. So I'm just like, where the cats at? Can I at least make it evenly balanced and killing, and also you killed lots of women in this game. I felt a little offensive to myself. I killed a black sister. And she was a fine black sister. She even had a fat ass. And you know how biased I am with a fat ass. I killed a fat ass woman. Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing to me, game? Can I just kill? Where the man at? This game was realistic as fuck. I understand it's the apocalyptic time, but I don't think you killed women in the first game. But I'm gonna have to give Last of Us 2 a 8.5 out of 10. Now it would have got higher. But I was dealing with a couple of things. But this huge glitch just happened. Hold on. I'm gonna get attacked by 2 Shamblers. Like, look. And somehow I advanced into the next story. I'm just like, okay, well, thank you. But now I gotta replay that scenario and see what did I miss that you magically helped me progress that I didn't ask you to. And I found out that I missed out a couple of scraps, so I guess I was okay in the process. So still,
a bunch of scraps!
This game was pretty good. I enjoyed it, so I hope you guys enjoyed too. So what are your thoughts on Last of Us 2? Let's comment below and let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys in the next review. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.
Holy mackerel.